Hey there, it's Vicky Marie. I want to welcome you to my channel today. Welcome back if you're returning. Today I want to share a little bit with you about what I've learned as an almost 60-year-old, some of the wisdom I've picked up over the years. And again, these are not hard and fast rules. This is just what I've learned. So let me know in the comments if you have anything to add to what I'm sharing today. Now, I do want to just obviously say I'm in my office today filming. So every time I film, it's a different background. I realize this. I generally try to stand in front of a window like I am today, or I have to get my ring light out. But luckily I have some natural lighting, and natural lighting always makes me look better. Just a little tip for you over 40, over 50-year-old gals who are vlogging. Just stand in front of an open window. You can't get better lighting than that. I've pre-recorded a few videos coming up. I'm posting every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday now, with an occasional in-between video if I have something else to share. And I like sharing these types of videos with you, but I also do whatever is going on. I may do a shopping haul now and then. I may take you along on a day in the life. You just never know what you're going to get. This channel truly is like a box of chocolate. But today I wanted to just really focus down on a few things that I've learned in my life. I'm approaching 60 in just over a year, so about a year away. So I've almost gotten through my 50s, and I thought this is a good time to revisit and kind of look at what I've learned over the last decade. But these are the things that have really helped me to feel at home in my own skin, and I hope that they resonate with you too. Lesson number one, you don't have to have it all figured out. I've talked about this before. So one of the biggest myths, I think, is that by a certain age, we're just supposed to know exactly who we are, and we're supposed to know where we're going. We're supposed to have it all figured out. It takes a lifetime. That's a lifelong journey. And the fact that at this age, the thing that I have learned is that I don't ever have all the answers. I found that just sort of releasing the pressure of that has helped me to, to explore with a more sense of curiosity and freedom that I didn't feel when I was younger. And that's really great. It's a constant state of discovery. That's what life is. And one of the most beautiful things about life. Now, whether it's learning a new skill, traveling somewhere new, maybe even exploring just a different way of thinking in some ways, I'm realizing, well, there's just a lot to discover. And I'm just no longer following a script to life. Like, I have no hard and fast rules. Now, let me just say, I know what my core values are. Those haven't changed. We can talk about those on a different video. If you like, let me know in the comments if you want to hear that. Core values are core values. Those really don't change. My core beliefs, but that doesn't mean I can't explore a few new areas of my life too. Now, I'm embracing the process of just letting go of any shame that I used to feel about not having it all together. And believe me, there was some. So, all right, number two, this is a really big, and this is people pleasing. And this was a really tough one for me because I spent a lot of years trying to make everyone else happy. And sometimes at the expense of my own happiness and my own health. And I really did think that putting others first was sort of my duty as a mom. And, being a good person. But I've really come to learn that just saying no and setting boundaries is not selfish at all. It is essential. Now, people pleasing can be exhausting, let me tell you, and even damaging because it leaves us feeling depleted and disconnected from ourselves too. Like, I'm learning to put myself on the top of that to-do list. And what I've noticed is that by saying no to things that just don't feel right to me, actually help me to show up more fully for the things that do feel right to me. So it's not about cutting people out or not caring about other people, not at all. It's about honoring my needs and who I am so that I can show up as my best self. Number three, embracing change over resisting it. And I've talked about this one before for a very long time. I thought change was something to fear. And as well, it is disruptive. It's disruptive. It threatens our comfort zone for sure. But the reality is that change is inevitable. And I've just learned that embracing it makes all the difference. Now, whether it's just a change in my routine, my goals, even my relationships, opening up to the shifts has really helped me um, to stay curious and engaged in life. It's about knowing that we're never truly like settled in life, and it's okay. I don't have to stay static. In fact, change often brings up some unexpected blessings, I would say. And change is an invitation to grow and to try new things and to evolve. And I just have to remind myself that I'm not settling down. I'm growing up. I'm not settling for anything less. And I plan to keep growing up, and I plan to keep learning. Um, I want to talk about prioritizing health over image. And this one is a major shift for me. So for years, I was focused on how I looked when I was younger. At some point, there was pressure to maintain this kind of image. And now I'm realizing that what truly matters is how I feel. And at this stage, I do care less about numbers on a scale or appearances, and just more about strength, vitality, wellness. And my health is more than just physical. It's mental, it's emotional, and I would say even spiritual. And taking care of myself for the sake of just feeling good and not doing it for other people has been incredibly freeing. Now my goal is to feel energized and to feel strong and capable. And I want to be able to go on hikes, to travel, to play with my new little granddaughter. Someday I just simply feel good in my own skin, and some days I still question that, but I have more good days than bad. I'm just being mindful of those things and how I nourish my body every day and how I nourish my soul. Now, finding joy in simple things, joy, it just seems like I feel like I used to need more to experience joy. Joy is really in the small everyday things. And I've talked about this, and I'm going to keep talking about this all season, because it is that time with friends, that cup of coffee in the morning, laughing. How often do you laugh every day, especially right now with all the stress? Just the gift of being able to genuinely laugh with a friend, that's joy. And I found that by slowing down and just embracing these small moments, well, I just feel so much more connected to my life, and that happiness doesn't have to be complicated. And sometimes the simplest things bring us the most fulfillment. Number 6, authenticity over perfection. And this is something I do wish that I had learned sooner, but for so long I just felt like I had to live up to this impossible standard, whether it was in my career, my appearance, even my relationships. But now I've learned that just being true to myself, even if it's a little messy, it's so much more rewarding than just trying to be perfect. Authenticity, that just means showing up for who you are, not being afraid to flaunt your flaws, flaunt your quirks, letting go of the need to be polished all the time. That's Roscoe, by the way. Roscoe's my Yorkie, and he's sitting here with me. So anyway, it's not having to be polished all the time. And I do realize that that value doesn't come from being perfect, but from being real. And honestly, that's what we're drawn to, I think, is realness, vulnerability, and a genuine connection. So these lessons did not come easily, and they're still coming, and I'm still learning every single day. And navigating life after 50 is a continuous journey, and I'm just embracing it as a time of self-discovery and growth. And if you are also on this journey too, I would just love to hear what lessons that you're learning and what has brought you the most clarity, I would say. I believe there's so much wisdom in just sharing our stories with each other. And let's just lift each other up. Let's continue to do that, okay? And if this video resonates with you, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts or any insights that you've had about navigating this stage of life. And even for you 40, 45-year-olds, let's hear from you too. You have wisdom to share too. And of course, we're looking for those who are just a little bit further down the road. So don't discount it. If you're in your 80s and you have wisdom to share, here's to you. And as my protein shake. Life is wonderful, and this is a wonderfully messy part of my life. So I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to embrace the joy and the authenticity in my midlife. And I hope that you can do the same, and we can do this together. I want to thank you so much for being here. Take really good care, and I'll see you on the next one.